Okay, the other part. Was getting close to the end. And when they do come up to open mic night, everything is under a verbal contract. So if you use their ideal, if the company uses their ideal or anything like that, then they have to pay that person. It's not free information for somebody else to get wealthy on. And together we could fix America and undo the harm. It's just, it takes some work. And I think Boehner would be the one to be able to bring everything back up to par where it needs to be. I mean, he's a Republican, and he loves his country, our country, and I think that he would probably be the best one for the job. You know, we don't care if, you know, like President Obama is Muslim or anything like that. We're just hoping that he would be a good president. I didn't vote for him either term, but we're hoping that he would be able to turn out to be a good president, but he ended up, I don't know, he just ended up with the Obamacare system, and his wife is part of the healthcare system, and you know, her income probably exploded, and it's just a shame of what America is going through. But remember, the American people are under common law jurisdiction, and they could say, I'm a people, I do not consent, I waive the benefits. I mean, when they go to court for, I mean, who's to say, okay, well, you're driving down the road and then they could come and tow your property, your vessel that you're traveling down the road with. I mean, no one should be able to have the right, and no one has the right to be able to blackmail your property for money. And that's what they're doing when they pull you over for reckless driving or anything like that. That's driving. Driving is under commercial, not the people. I mean, I didn't have to get a driver's license until I started to become a commercial driver, when I started working for a company to drive. And we really don't have to have a driver's license for just being sovereign. You know, when you're not working for a company, you know, there is a separation. And a lot of people don't understand that there is a separation in this country like that. And it gives more freedom for the American people compared to the U.S. citizens. And that's why we have civil law and we have common law. But we've been tricked for so long and lied to and schemed and stuff. And it's time to wake up. And all you got to do is just look up sovereignty. Look up black law. I mean, there's like 7 books or something like that. And they're huge books. But the black law will tell you a lot. Research Hobbes and Locke. I mean, those people were brilliant. That's where I love. Look up the Magna Carta, 1215. Or look up where they're classifying Obama as King John. And they beheaded King John in 1689, I believe, for his crimes against the people. I mean, when is all of this greed going to stop? We got to fix America, or the rest of the world is going to collapse. And we don't want that. We want everybody to, you know, we're the Liberty Tree. We're supposed to be branching out and planting our seeds everywhere for the people. And it's not turning out like that. It's turning out like, oh, well, you know, let's do a police action here and there and take their oil and stuff like that. And it's not right. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people under tyranny and they need to be liberated. But why are we giving them foreign aid? We got to stop the foreign aid. I mean, if you're not going to be good to the people, and we're giving you money to help your people, and all you're doing is pocketing it, I mean, what's the purpose? There's no point to it. And it's really just time to stop it all. You know, and time to hit the reset button. You know, the easy reset button. And just go back to the 1950s ideals. I mean, we won't use Fat Bob. I mean, we came up with Fat Bob to blow up the moon. I mean, and we won't do that, you know. And then they ended up being afraid to send it to the moon. Yeah, you look up Fat Bob. It was kind of hilarious of what they came up with. in 1950s just to show our type of power, our military power strength. And they were going to blow up the moon. And they ended up being scared that it's too heavy and it's going to come back and blow up the Earth. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous, but we do have that still, and it's still active. And we really don't want to harm anybody. We want to spread freedom, love, and liberty to all. But you can't come into our country illegally and then think that we're just going to hand you everything on a silver platter. It's not going to work like that. You have to really be able to prove that you want to be here and go through our system like everybody else that came here wanting the American dream. They came through the system. They didn't come through. I mean, our system's broken right now, and that's because everyone's running amok, and it's time to really just clean house. I mean, it's up to Congress and Senate to clean up house, and they're not doing it. Then it's up to the military to do it. If they don't do it, then it's up to the people. And the people said 420. I mean, what more do you want from that? And then now they just released that China might have our technology. I mean, where does all the crime stop against the people? I mean, we pay our taxes and stuff so we could take care of our neighbors because we love our neighbors. But we're not going to, we're not going to keep it up. We're not going to. I mean, if you're not going to be good to your people, to our people, there's no point in it.